Hi, I'm Beth Rosen. I am the owner of Goodness Gracious Living Nutrition in Connecticut, and I am August's Epicurator. Sometimes people come into my office with a whole lot of unsupported beliefs and attitudes towards food. And one myth I see often that I need to debunk is the myth that carbohydrates are bad for you. And in all actuality, carbohydrates are really important for your body in two ways. One, carbohydrates are important for your brain, and that's because this main source of nutrition for your brain is glucose, and glucose is found in carbohydrates. And when the body breaks down carbohydrates into simple sugars, glucose is one of those. And the brain uses glucose to fuel itself, and other parts of your body, cells in your body, will also use glucose to fuel itself. And when you're not taking in enough carbohydrate to get that fuel, your body can use other substrates that it would normally use to make muscle to do that job, but after a while, you might notice that you have muscle aches or brain fog, or you get tired. Those kinds of things can happen if you're not getting fueled enough, or if your body is using substrates that it should be using for something else, which can also tax the kidneys and the liver. So it's important to eat carbohydrates for your brain. It's also important to eat carbohydrates for your gut. So carbohydrates contain something called fiber. It's an indigestible part of the carbohydrate that moves through our system. And as it does a few things. One, it helps with satiety, so it makes you feel fuller for a little bit longer with a meal. Two, it does help to bulk up stool and help move things along. So if you have issues with constipation, it will help you. If you don't have issues with constipation and you tend to go the other way, if you have IBS, diarrhea, it will help to bulk up your stool and create a formed stool, believe it or not. And the other thing that carbohydrates do in the gut is that it's the source of nutrition for the beneficial microbes living in our gut or living in our microbiome. And they feed off of the fibers, and that gives them the energy to thrive and colonize and help us to maintain a healthy balance in our microbiome. Now, some of these fibers can cause gas and bloating for some people. Typically, if you have irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, you want to stay away from fibers that may cause you to bloat, and those would be ones that are high in FODMAPs or high in fermentable carbohydrates. But there are plenty of foods that are low FODMAP that also have fiber in them that can help you. One off the top of my head is banana, another one is oats. So there's plenty to choose from if you were to go through the list of non-fermentable carbohydrates or low fermenting or slow fermenting carbohydrates. There's also sources of prebiotic fibers that are low fiber that can also help if you're not getting enough in through your diet. But hopefully you'll choose carbohydrates to help you get those. So carbohydrates are important for our body, for our brain, and for our gut.